everyone. Thank you for joining us today. Today we are going to go over how you can use the built-in reporting tools on the Google Search Appliance to optimize your website or internal content. For the agenda, we'll start off with a brief introduction of GNSI. Then we'll have Larry Shaberg, our lead Google Search Engineer, go over how the Google Search Appliance reports can help you and help you better understand how people are using the GSA. Then from there, we'll go into the GSA admin console and show you step-by-step how to generate GSA reports, and then show you the information that's provided on the reports, and from there how to determine usage. And then he'll also show you how to generate advanced search reporting logs. And then we'll wrap it up by showing the next steps on how you can optimize your content and help your users better find information based on the information from the reports. And we'll close with a question and answer time. And please feel free to ask questions in the section on GoToWebinar. So GNSI, we're a full-fledged IT firm based in Rockville, Maryland. We're a longtime Google Enterprise Search partner. We've been working with the Search Appliance since 2002. And Google does not provide professional services, so as a partner, that's where we come in. We provide complete consulting, integration, and training services around the GSA. We also provide software engineering, systems engineering, geospatial, and business intelligence solutions. And we're CMMI level 3 in both software engineering and systems engineering. And now I'll turn it over to Larry Shaberg, our lead Google Search Engineer.
Thank you, Mary Pam. Hello, everybody. The GSA has a number of different reports that can be run, and these reports can help you understand how people are using the GSA. Are they locating information they're searching for? The quality, you can help with improving the quality of search experience as well as results. Determine, understand what is most important to your users. Help with improving findability and helping with maintenance activities, knowing when users are actually using the appliance. There are two main reports on the GSA. One shows you searches that were performed which brought back results, and the second one shows you those searches that were performed that did not bring back results. Both of these, when you look at the reports, show you very similar information, but they are used differently than one another. So what we'll do is take a look at the admin console real quick and see how these reports are generated. So when you log into your admin console, you're going to want to go to Status and Reports and go down to Search Reports. When you arrive at the page, the first thing that you want to take a look at is your collections. Which collection are you going to be generating the report on? The appliance does allow for an all collections. This would be good if you have your search appliance serving as production and you want to get information from all of your collections. Otherwise, you can select an individual collection that you wanted to use. Once you determine the collection, you can come down to the name section and give it the report a name. This does need to be, cannot have spaces, and you can use underscores or dashes in order to generate your reports. So in this instance, we're going to create reports for December and January to see the searches that were used. And this GSA is our test GSA, so we don't have a tremendous amount of traffic as you would on a normal appliance. So I'm just going to give it a name of December and January. And usually we put either R or NR. R would be for reports, NR would be for no results. I'm sorry, R would be with results and NR would be without results. You then can select your report type. The default one is searches that returned results. So these are searches that users performed and that actually brought back results. The second one, which we'll run immediately afterwards, are searches that were performed that did not bring back results. We will then select our time frame, the date range of December 1st, 2013. And then we'll go ahead and just use January 28th of this year. The diagnostics terms to include is a way for you to, to exclude is a way for you to exclude any search terms or phrases that may be used either with load balancers that may be checking the health of the appliances, or maybe you have test terms that are used. So this is an area where you can exclude that information so it does not show up in reports. Down here at the bottom, you're able to determine, to tell the appliance how many words or keywords you want to show. You can select any number that you want. We usually find that 100 is good enough to really understand what users are doing and to understand the terms that they're entering. So once that's done, we'll just click Generate Report down at the bottom. And as soon as that's done, we want to go back and ask the GSA to give us all terms that were entered that did not bring back results. This is also a very important report to generate so we can get a really good understanding of what it is users are entering and searching for and not able to locate. Now that we have that generated, we can see that our December-January report that has results is done, so we can click View. If we needed to, if we wanted to rerun it again, all we have to do is click the update in order to run that. And that will update as of the time frame that we've specified. So when we view this report, we can see that we have quite a bit of information. The first place that we want to take a look is the total searches that were performed. This lets us know in this report how many searches does this include. We also have the number of searches per day. This gives us an overview of how many searches were performed each day during the time frame that we actually specified. Below that, we can see the searches per hour that were performed. So this just gives us an overview of during the day, what are the average number of searches that were performed. And both of these combined give us an overall view of the usage of the GSA. Is it used every day? Is it used every hour? How many searches are actually being performed that brought back results? A little bit later, we'll take a look at the no result report, the one that did not return results. And we can actually combine both of those to understand the actual usage overall. As we scroll down in the report, we'll notice that there are two tables that are in the report. One is top 100 keywords, and the second one is top 100 queries. The keywords are all of the queries that were performed and broken out based on the keywords. So if we can see here at the top, under top 100 queries, that we have connector. If we had connector in a phrase below, it would combine both of those under keywords. So we actually want to look at top 100 queries and see what queries were actually performed. A good thing to do when looking at this report is to look at the words or phrases that were used and get an idea of what documents may those users actually be looking for. Some of these you may look at and you can safely ignore because they may be test words that people have entered, things that you know don't necessarily relate to your content repositories. But the other ones that do, we want to take a look and see what information may be coming back and understand what the user experience may be. When we perform the search for these queries as well, it will help us understand what it is users are looking for and help us with improving our results. So for the top 100 queries, the first one I'll grab is the connector keyword. So I will go to the result page where users are going to be doing the searches for that collection that we actually specified, and do the search as well. This just kind of gives us an overall view of what the user experience would be. Looking down through here, we can see that we do have a key match. So that has already been specified. It is possible that in the past when we did search or looking at the reports that it was determined this document that may or may not actually be in the GSA should be at the top. So we went ahead and created a key match for that. Taking a look at the search results, we can see that a number of these documents also have very similar titles or page titles or browser titles. These are some areas that we definitely want to improve for our users. Ensuring that each document has a different page title or browser title will help the GSA provide relevant results back to users and help users with understanding what results they're seeing and to get to the information quickly and easily. If we do some searches and find that our documents are not in the first few results, maybe first 3 or 4, but it is on the first page, we could go to our content repository to where that document is and maybe update the page title, browser title, maybe give it a little bit more content that reflects the term or phrase being used. You could also use built-in features like key matches, as we had discussed, related queries, if you want the user to be able to be prompted to search again, or synonyms, which will automatically search for multiple words at the same time. So looking through here will give you a good understanding of what users are searching for and what that actually brought back results, and doing the searches and getting the user experience will help with increasing relevancy, helping with users finding the information quickly and easily, and just give us an overall view of what the users are experiencing. As we scroll down in the report that generated results, we can see we also have rank of selected results and page of selected results. This is actually generated from advanced search reporting, which we'll go into a little bit later. These show us the number of clicks that users actually did, whether it was the first result of the first page, second result of the second page, or first page. When we're looking at this, we want to make sure that our overall numbers are in the far left. So users are generally clicking within the first 3 or so results, and within the first page, maybe the second page. If we see more users clicking farther than that, then we may need to go back to our repositories or where the content is and enhance the content or document title, page title, or just use built-in features like dynamic navigation, key matches, related queries to help target that information to users. We can also see in this report where the URLs are shown below. These are the URLs that users actually clicked on, or if it's an external application, the URLs users clicked on that we actually gave to the GSA. So now we'll take a look at the report that did not return results. And in this report, as we can see, we get very similar information. If we combine the total searches on this report with the one that brought back results, we can get the total users during this time frame that actually performed searches, or the number of searches that were performed. We can also see the searches per day and searches per hour, and these are ones that did not bring back results. So hopefully these are a lot less. As we can see in this case, there was only 111. We can take a look at the top 100 queries and do something very similar to what we did with the report that returned results. Take a look at the queries that were actually used. Some of these we can see, as the second one is not really a keyword that we need to to worry about. It's not an essential keyword. We can see the first one is ADBE. So it looks like one or more people were entering in Adobe or attempted to enter in Adobe and misspelled it. So something that we can do is actually search for ADBE and see what comes up. We know that we won't get results. However, we want to see if there's any key matches, related queries, or spelling suggestions that may come up. And as we can see in this case, we don't have any. So we may be able to enter in related queries that will help users to be prompted to click on the word Adobe and research. If we see that this is occurring a lot, then we could actually enter in a synonym for ADBE and Adobe and maybe some other ones that were misspelled. This can also be used for acronyms. If users are not using the correct acronym, you can use synonyms or related queries to point them in the correct direction. So this report is really good to run. It's really important to know what users are entering and not finding. But we also need to ask why are users not able to find this information? Maybe there are searches that are being performed that are for different repositories. Maybe we're indexing file shares and we need to include SharePoint or external websites as well. So this is especially when you first launch your GSA, a really important report to take a look at and help you to improve the relevancy and results and maybe index additional content to repositories. As mentioned, determine usage of the appliance. We want to generate both with and without reports. Compare the dates from both, and we can use this to determine peak periods and maintenance scheduling. When can we do updates on the GSA or any other maintenance activities that need to be performed around the GSA. For advanced search reporting, when we enable this, it allows the self-learning score, so the GSA will automatically increase documents to the top results based on search terms and clicks. In order to do this, it depends on whether you're using a front end or an application. If it's a front end, we want to go to the page layout helper in the front end of the GSA and check the box that says ASR if it's not already checked. We'll know that ASR is being used or not, or if the GSA is recording ASR based on the numbers that are showing for the rank of result and page of result. If we're using a custom application, we want to make sure that we pass this information back to the GSA. So we need to use some JavaScript with another page in combination to send that click information back to the GSA. And when you do, you'll go to your GSA, or your application will pass the information to the GSA under /click, and you'll pass some parameters which don't have to be in this order. CT is the type of result, or where the user clicked as a result, dynamic navigation, key match, related query. R is the rank of result. Is it the first result? Is it the 8th result? S is going to be your page. Is it the first page, second page? And when you use S and pass this back to the GSA, your first page will start with 0, and then you'll increment 1 from there. URL is the URL that the user actually clicked on, and Q is the search term or phrase the user entered, and site is the collection that was used. Passing this information back to the GSA is going to help with the self-learning score and help you understand what it is users are actually searching for. And we do that by generating an advanced search report, which we go to status reports and search logs. And we will generate a report, and once we do, we export the ASR. There'll be a link that says export ASR. Just to save some time, we'll just walk through an example entry here. This entry gives you the time that the user actually clicked on the result. It gives you the IP address of the user. The click type, was it a result? Was it dynamic navigation? Or maybe key matches, what page and what rank of the result. You can see the keyword or the URL. You can export this information, throw it into maybe a database, or maybe have an application that just provides that as a usable information to you or in a visible report so you can see all of this information readily. So as mentioned, when we were looking at the reports, there are a few things to look at that will help you with understanding or to improve relevancy and help users get to the information quickly. What are users searching for and not finding when you're looking at the report that shows you search terms that were entered with no results? Do the terms or phrases pertain to indexed content? Do we need to add additional content repositories? Why are users not finding the information? Is it in the index? Maybe it's an area that we are not indexing at this time. Maybe it's not something that pertains to us. Maybe it's for some reason a user has come to our site and is searching for things that are not actually on our site. If we are indexing file shares, maybe we could add in SharePoint if we have that, websites, intranets, or any other repositories that we may have. To help with users finding information, we can use built-in features like related queries, key matches, synonyms, dynamic navigation to help users filter down results. Maybe we need to add some additional collections as well. That way users can search on different repositories or different areas within a site. Maybe we could add a feedback mechanism that will be either embedded in our front end or our application that allows users to provide information back to us. We can use this information to find out what exactly users were entering and searching for, help us with improving search results, and enhancing the findability of our information. Maybe we have some network things that are going on that are causing documents to, causing the GSA not to be able to index documents. If we go into the GSA and take a look at crawl diagnostics, we'll be able to see that information. And maybe that's where our documents are that users are searching for, is that the GSA has not been able to index that content, and so it has marked it as an error. And once it does that, it will pull that out of the search results.
Great. Well, thank you, Larry. So in conclusion, we recommend that you run these reports for both searches not returned and searches returned at least once a month. It's really important just because the reports help you know and understand what your users are looking for. And then from there, you can optimize and improve your website and search experience. It's also important to double check when you run these reports, make sure that advanced search reporting is enabled so that the self-learning score is turned on and so that you can have this information in the reports as well by seeing that most users are clicking on the first and second links and first page. So please let us know how we can help. Once again, we provide complete consulting, integration, and training services around the GSA. And for now, we'll just open it up for questions. All right, if you come up with any additional questions, please feel free to just send us an email at googlesupport@gnsi.com, and we'll be happy to help. Thank you so much again for your time.